Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can everybody hear me? So first thing we have to do is make sure that the audio's working correctly. How are we all doing this morning? I guess I really shouldn't ask you how you're doing until I know you guys can hear me, but welcome to Planet Zoo. Hope everybody's having a very happy, good Sunday morning. It's very early for me. It's about 8 a.m. I've been up since about 6, but I know people are all over the world. So where are you guys from? How are you doing today? Good. It looks like you guys can hear me. Hello, Seth, Jake, Blockhead Brat, Britt, Drew is here. Good morning. Hi, Leaf. Who's cutting the onions? What a cool name. DJ Pat, good morning. Of course, Heather and Silver Fox, good morning to you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Couldn't do it without my mods. They're the best. Beaverheart, good morning. Awesome. We have so many familiar faces, but also some new faces too. I love to see it. Love to see it. So this morning we are building again in River Rock Zoo for our seals. And I will say I was thinking really hard about what I wanted to do, and I'm drawing a blank. So hopefully through the stream today, we can get something put together, something that looks fairly nice. I really want to do some covered stuff over here and get this kind of put together and more presentable so it's not just a wall of rocks. But the seal habitat itself, really, I mean, other than our underwater, Oh, actually, I forgot. Did we finish most of this? Oh, yeah. Okay, so it doesn't even look as bad as I thought. Yeah, so we gotta recolor all these rocks, obviously, and then put some fake plants. If you guys are watching my franchise series, I was going to put some of those plants as if they were fake seaweed under there, just because a little bit of greenery makes everything look a little nicer. And then we have to tackle this monstrosity. Who decided to make this ramp look this way? I have no idea. It was me, but I'm not taking credit for it because how do we decorate this? I don't know, but that'll kind of be last because I'm not looking forward to that, but awesome. And then you guys with the stream likes, you guys are ridiculously on top of it, man. Before we even started, I noticed for the people waiting, we had like 17 likes. Ridiculous. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Should we start by coloring some rocks? I think so. Because I think we should start with coloring some rocks because that's a very easy thing for me to do while I'm still waking up. My coffee is still fairly hot, and if I drink it now, it will burn my tongue off. So I'm patiently waiting for it to cool off just a little bit so that I can drink it. I got out of bed just a wee bit later than I normally do because I'm pretty tired. I feel like I say this quite often, but this last week for me was an incredibly crazy work week. All in good ways. Well, good and bad ways. We had a few sick animals, so I was having to deal with that. But we also got some new animals in, and whenever I have an intake, it always increases my work schedule because we've got to get the new animals settled and in their enclosures and happy and all that kind of fun stuff. I'm actually pretty excited about it. We got 2 baby emus. And they are just the most adorable things ever. They are 2 weeks old. And they are so stinking cute. If you guys haven't seen baby emus, they're all striped. They're like brown and cream colored with stripes all down their back. And they scream like little children. Side note, when they're freaked out. And then when they're happy, they just kind of squeak. So they're pretty cute, but time consuming, making sure that they're all set up and happy. And then because it's also the season for baby animals, we got baby goats, dwarf goats. So, they're babies, but they're also dwarfs. So they are itty bitty. So we got 2 of those and the mama. 2 of those and the mama. So that's what I've been busy with, the good stuff this last week. That's been keeping me very much on my toes and very busy, long work days. But yeah, so I'm still recovering from that. Let's see. Other streams you go to, everyone's fighting. Well, that's no fun. We don't fight here. Everybody is friendly. Everyone's friendly or they're not here. It's kind of that's our golden rule, right? You're friendly, well, you're not participating. And that's that. But glad you're thinking everybody's friendly here. That's what I like to hear on a Sunday morning. Where do I work? I work at an animal rescue facility, and specifically, I work in the education department. So the animals that I work with are actually animal ambassadors. They get to meet children and help us teach lessons about humane education. So it's a pretty fun place to work. But that's what I do. So I'm specifically the manager of the animal department. So when we get new animals in, it is my job to make sure that they are happy and settled and healthy and that everybody deals with them correctly. So I train the staff on how to care for them. I train the staff on how to hold them, how to bring them out for the public, things like that. So yeah, I'd say I have a pretty cool job. In addition to that, I do a lot of social media work. So my job is often very hard to explain to people because it's a mismatch of a whole bunch of stuff. Being a nonprofit, we kind of, and this is a good part too, is that they really have a spot for basically everybody, and they kind of, grow and you can move up and things like that depending on your skills. So that's why my job's kind of a mismatched group of things, is because we don't have a whole lot of staff members. So oftentimes staff members do a whole lot more than one specific thing. But yeah, my official title is Assistant Manager of Animal Services. What a long tongue-twisty title, right? I don't tell people very often because I feel like it offers more questions than it answers when I tell them what my title is. Because it's not very descriptive on what I do. But animal services is meant to mean, did I just deselect these? Oh no, okay, great. I was like, did I just select all those and then deselect them right away? Because that would be something I would do. Let's see. Hey, Emma. Totter, hello. Like I said, all familiar faces. Glad to see you guys returning week after week. Glad to see I didn't scare you away from our first stream, that you guys still enjoy coming back. I'm actually excited to be in River Rock Zoo, to be honest. I might have said this last time, right after the blind shell build stream, but River Rock, being the very first... What am I doing? Is this not part of a group? Did I deselect these? Oh, goodness. The talking and building at the same time. It's a struggle this morning. And now I've lost my train of thought. Right out of my head. Just like that. It's that easy. But anyway, happy to be in River Rock Zoo. It's the very first zoo that I worked on, and I've been trying to get this seal habitat done since the Aquatic pack released, to be honest. And it's been a bit of a slow going, mostly because I have no idea what to do with this front part here. I have kind of sort of an idea of what we might try today. Let's go aquatic. Aquatic plants. These ones are the ones I want. This one, this one, this one, and this one. We are going to make some seaweed. Hopefully that's the goal. Trying to make it look not too tiled, too the same. Let's see. That way down in the middle here. And turn you around. I did this for, like I said, our otter habitat, and I like the look of it because I just don't like, wow, that's not centered. I don't like the look of just the rocks and things. I think it looks not colorful enough. Whoa, I do not want all those. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Always glad to see you around. How are you doing? Very excited to see Paul has some things up his sleeve, and I can't wait to see what they are because I've been kept in the dark because he won't divulge any of his mastermind secrets to me. But glad to see you around, Paul. Thanks for stopping by. Paul's another one that's just as excited about Prehistoric Kingdom as the rest of us because we cannot wait for that game to come out. Hey, Linda, didn't see you come in. Good morning. And of course, as always, if I miss anybody, I'm so sorry. I try my very, very best not to miss anybody. But good morning, a general hello and how are you to everyone in the chat, because I appreciate everybody stopping by. Like I said, it still, and I think will always amaze me that people stop by just to hang out, just to say hi, watch me play a video game. After all these years of playing video games pretty much by myself, at least not talking to myself while I do them. Always going to be appreciated and thankful for that. Let's see. Good morning, everyone, Bold. Well, you said good morning, everyone. I'm saying good morning, Bold. English is hard sometimes, especially when you're tired. I was up way too late last night. In fact, speaking of Prehistoric Kingdom, watching a dinosaur documentary. I've decided that I need to freshen up on my dinosaur knowledge because it's at a very minimum right now. And I need to learn more. So I was watching a BBC documentary, which was pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, because I can't wait. Did Zoofluencer make it? Finally! Been waiting for you to stop by one day, Zoofluencer. But thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. How are you doing today? I was actually just watching the Dutch Lion stream before I got on here, and he was saying how it's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock over there for you guys, and that's still crazy to me. How it's the time zones are just so different. I mean, so spread apart. You too, Paul, being in the UK. It's like I'm waking up and these guys are like eating dinner. It's funny to think about. So let's see. I know this one's not going to be super, super tall, but let's go ahead and see if we can. Excuse me. Thank you. Put this down here. So see, we're just going to pretend that these are not real. These are going to be our fake plants that are... Why are you spawning all the way up there? I need you. Hello. I need you down at the bottom. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to pretend these are fake plants because obviously real plants would not grow out of... I missed a rock. Fake plants would not... Or real plants would not grow out of plaster and concrete, right? That's not how plants work. So these are going to be our fake plants for some greenery. And we are going to need to make one that is much, much taller than that. But for now, let's just get a couple of these in. Oh, I forget when you have multiple groups, you can't duplicate them. Duplicate them together, I guess. These plants are determined to stay at the top of the water. I should have done this before putting the water in, but it's okay. We're gonna go with it now because I don't dare touch that water. That water is staying where it is because I have taken it away and put it back a couple times and gotten extremely lucky, and we are not tempting fate this morning. I am too tired for tempting fate. Let's see. I kind of want to move this one away just so they don't look too samey. Let's see if I can't select this whole thing at once. Whoop. Getting worse. Okay. Move you. Let's move you over here. And then we'll make a much, much taller one. So wait, Savannah, you work with animals. Any tips on education? I graduated in 2020, but need some good advice. You mean education for like college? You graduated high school or you graduated college already? And if so, if you did graduate college, what is your degree in? I got my undergrad degree in ecology with a focus in animal behavior. So that's what I went to school for. I really enjoy like psychology and training and all that kind of stuff. So I almost declared a minor, but I kind of figured it out a little too late. And in order for me to declare a minor in psychology, it was going to add like 2 years to my undergrad. And as somebody that was already kind of going to school part-time because I worked full-time from basically the minute I graduated high school, I didn't want to add 2 years onto an already 8-year sentence is what I call it. An 8-year journey for my undergrad. So I didn't, but psychology is a major point of interest for me. And I almost majored in it. But yeah, so that's what my schooling background is. High school, sorry, my bad. Should have been more specific. Yeah, no worries. To be honest, to work with animals, any of the biology majors, I could have kind of done what I'm doing now, majoring in obviously ecology, because that's what I did. You can major in biology, you can major in anthropology, you can flat out major in psychology and still kind of work with animals and things like that. So, but to be honest, schooling is one thing. Experience is really, really important. So I would start by looking for places, if you have no experience whatsoever and aren't able to get a paying job, look for places to volunteer. Animal places are always looking for people to volunteer, and volunteering gives you that kind of first step in working with animals. Many volunteer places will kind of start you out just cleaning and then kind of work your way up to helping them care for the animals and things like that. I was fortunate in the sense of I never really had to volunteer. I kind of got lucky in getting an entry-level position, because they do exist, but at least here in San Diego are completely saturated. Very, very hard to get, especially like at the San Diego Zoo or SeaWorld or something like that. There's so many people waiting out the door to get a job. Oh my gosh, you guys, I didn't give you music. Bad streamer. Why are you going to close Planet Zoo on me? Thank you. Bad streamer. Hold on one sec, guys. Let me see. Okay. Maybe you guys. All right. I'm going to let it show you my desktop for a minute because it is insistent on it. Here, maybe I'll drag this over here so you guys can stare at what we are going to be listening to. Not these ones. This one here. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can hear that. Yeah, every time I click on something, it closes. I need to mess with the settings of Planet Zoo because, yeah, just like that. Every time I click on something else that's not the game window, it vanishes from me. Anyway, so yeah, that would be my recommendation. But glad to hear you want to work with animals because, I mean, I love working with animals because it's what I do for a living. Animals and technically people, you're never really going to get away from the fact that you have to work with people. But yeah, I like to think of myself as working with animals first and foremost. Make this real tall. That might be way too tall, but let's go ahead and see. Good morning, Sean. You used to volunteer at the National Aquarium on a farm that helped disadvantaged students get qualifications and for animal charity. It's super rewarding. Yeah, definitely. That's one of the things I really like, working for a nonprofit. Our salaries aren't through the roof. I'm not out here making like $200K a year or anything like that. But what I get to do is help people and, help animals. Primarily the rescue center that I work for rescues dogs and cats. And the animals that I work with, the exotic animals, are just specifically ambassadors. But it's still fun to see, these kids come in and maybe they've never seen an emu or an alpaca or even a bunny rabbit. Heck, we have bunny rabbits too. And then they get so excited and then, teaching them when they actually get to interact and hang out with the animal sends the message home a whole lot harder than just kind of sitting there talking at a kid, right? Because then they get to make connections with the animal, they get to understand, and just overall, it's just a more, efficient, I guess, way of teaching kids. And then our whole mission is based on the fact that, kids are the next generation, right? So if you want change to happen, you've got to start with them, because eventually adults will be gone and then the kids will then be the adults and the decision makers for the world. So we have to educate them if we want anything to happen. So that's kind of what I do. Yeah, kind of what I do. And like I said, it's a lot of fun. I've been doing it for 5 years for this specific company. Almost 5 years. It'll be 5 years in June. Which is a really long time, actually. It'll be the longest single position that I've held. I've worked at other places for a few years, but 5 years will be the most. That's weird for me to think about, too. Five whole years of my life doing one thing. One thing that I like, which is great, because that's the goal, right? You want to find one thing that you like, a couple things that you like. Hey, Erin, good morning. Thanks for stopping by. Good morning, Eden. I don't think I said hi to you yet. My first job was on a farm. Farms are a good place to get experience with animals as they always look for help. Yeah, you know, farms out here too. If you just want to start by mucking stalls and cleaning up after animals, maybe do, you know, if they've got horses, do hand walking, stuff like that, depending on, you know, what kind of horses they work with. Actually, you know what? I told you guys I never really volunteered. That's not true at all. I completely forgot. When I was in middle school, which in the United States is like right after elementary school, 7th and 8th grade, I volunteered at a ranch. And in fact, I volunteered mostly at the time because I had friends that rode horses, but I could never afford it. So I volunteered in exchange for lessons with a trainer. So I would show up a few times a week. I would hand walk, I would turn out, I would groom, I would get the horses ready for the trainer to ride, so tack and untack and stuff like that. And in exchange, she would give me an hour lesson once a week. So it's how I kind of paid for my riding lessons starting out. But yeah, you know, ranches, trainers, things like that, they always could use extra help with the dirty work, right? With the mucking and the cleaning and the grooming and all that kind of fun stuff. Oh, my coffee is finally at a temperature I can drink it. Yay! Hey, Savannah, so did you hear about the new species? What new species? In Planet Zoo? I guess my answer would be no. No, I have not heard of the new species. What is it? A couple weeks ago, I left a company like that. Good morning, Sam. Welcome. I wish I could go to the zoo, but where I live, zoos are far away. That's a bummer. I'm sorry. I hope you get the chance to go, because zoos are a ton of fun. I recently, living so close, I am extremely fortunate in that, what are those called? Those, they're the Indian, fabric drape thingies. I'm being super descriptive, aren't I? I'm just going to scroll until I see them because I know what I'm looking for. The ones that are pink and blue and recolorable. I kind of want to see if we can't use those as some shade things, but I got to find them first. No, they're the Indian stuff, not the East Asia stuff. Good morning, Sonia. Thanks for stopping by. Good morning, Feeny Pops. Welcome. Yes, Fane, coffee. Always coffee. I always have coffee before my streams, well, during my streams. I'm not really a breakfast person. Aha, here they are. Drapery. Fabric drapery. This is what we wanted. So let's put you, I don't need the blue one, but maybe, I don't think I want that one. But we'll see, because here's the problem is this is such like a big walkway. You know what? Actually, now I think I've instantly changed my mind. Because what I was thinking is this is such a big walkway. I don't want some like teeny tiny little thing right here, you know? So I'm almost wondering if we extend these up, and I wish we had a bigger version of this pole here. Not a taller one, but a fatter one. And look, so it would look just a little bit more substantial. With these, I faked it. I put a bunch of them together. But I really wish we had bigger ones. Yeah, thanks, Silver Fox. I don't play Planet Zoo with mods. I've never actually used mods in any game, to be honest, and it's just not something that interests me. I think they are fabulous, don't get me wrong. I think that they look great. Things that the modders are able to do are awesome. But yeah, it's just not my thing. Not my thing at all. Did I really even need to duplicate those, or could I? I probably could have just raised them, to be honest, but that's okay. It's a sandbox mode, so I don't really care about what's under the ground. But yeah, I don't play with mods in the game, but I love hearing about them. Was that the new species you were talking about? Was that thylacine? Because I did see that, if that's what you were talking about. It looked really good, really good. Thylacines are really cool animals too. They look like a dog, but they're actually a marsupial and are presumed to be extinct. Yeah, those are cool. As a teenager during the holidays, I worked in a dog holiday shelter. I was gonna say, because I don't know what that word is. Don't know what to call it in English. Yeah, so like a doggy daycare or like a boarding facility is what we might call it here. Yeah, cool. We have at where I work too. It's a rescue center or rescue shelter, but we refer to ourselves as an animal center because we do incorporate things like that. So we have a boarding facility, we have a veterinary hospital, we actually have a therapeutic riding center as well. So people with disabilities can come ride horseback riding, help with their motor function and mental stability or mental health really, and all that kind of stuff. Wonderful news, Cerberus. I heard race cars trying to get you into death metal. I am not into death metal. I've never modded either. I'm too lazy to install them, even if it's just putting them in a folder. Yeah, you know, and part of it too is I don't like games that anything is possible, really. I like playing with a bit of, what's the word? Just not like difficulty, but like constraints, right? And now I know you can argue Planet Zoo has a lot of constraints and stuff like that, but I enjoy having to work my way around that. And so just kind of waiting to see what the developers put in the game and go from there. So I'm kind of content with how it is right now. I know I have a differing opinion from many in the community, but I'm fairly happy with Planet Zoo. It's held my attention. I love building in the game. I haven't yet gotten to build everything that I want to build. Maybe we should keep these, I'm thinking. The problem is I've put these all in place and they are nowhere near close to a grid. So we're gonna have to do this like manually one at a time, custom, because look at this. This is nowhere near where I want it to be. But I'm thinking maybe we can get away with doing something real simple, I guess. Like that. See, I just want to keep it within River Rock's overall style, and I don't really have anything other than maybe like this, which is really simple, or that's really simple. I guess we've done that quite a bit, so it would be continuing the theme over here. Constraints build creativity and innovation. That's right. That's right. That's exactly my thinking, and I like a challenge. You know, if something was easy, I guess it's less rewarding for me because then everybody could do it. It's less of an achievement, right? And that's kind of just a life thing. We're getting a little deep for Planet Zoo playing on a Sunday morning, but there you have it. Yeah. So see, I kind of like something like this. I'm just worried about how it will look because the panels that I have in the glass are not even, so it's not going to be like symmetrical. But I was thinking if we did something along these lines for like a shaded structure, but see how that would probably encompass most of this walkway and make it kind of feel like you're walking underneath. Is the seal habitat? Oh, it'll be a separate episode. Yes, it will be. And in fact, well, I say fun story, but it was actually a fairly frustrating story. My internet issues and stuff like that a couple weeks ago, if you followed, I wanted to upload the wild dog habitat that we did in Hakea Wildlife Park for the first couple streams because I finished it and I hadn't been recording my streams because you can download them from YouTube. However, YouTube decided, haha, nice try. I don't want to let you download your own streams. For whatever reason, I think it's an issue specific to me, not sure. I kind of figured it out because I was able to download my stream on a laptop and then transfer it over to my desktop for editing and stuff like that. But it was so frustrating. Because it's very easy. For those of you that don't know, there's like literally, you go to your stream, there's a little download button and you click it and it starts to download. But for whatever reason, on my computer, it was said, nope, I don't want to. I do not want to do this. So, yes, is the long answer to your question, is that they will be separate episodes. They will be separate episodes. They'll be uploaded by uploaded as a, what are those called? Speed builds. Lost my train of thought. Sorry, the door to my office rattled, and my dog's in here, so I was making sure he wasn't doing anything he wasn't supposed to be. He's a very good dog, but he gets himself into trouble sometimes if he's not being watched. But he's sleeping on the floor, so I don't know what the noise was. It's looking great. Thank you. I'm playing Beyond Blue today for the first time. Beyond Blue, is that like diving game? I think I saw something like that. It looked very cool. It reminded me of I used to play a game when I was younger on the PS2 called Echo. I think it was called just Echo. You were this dolphin and you ran around, and it started off pretty cool, but it got really weird. It like involved aliens and stuff once you got going through the game, and yeah, it was just, and then you were like flying through water tubes in the sky as a dolphin. But anyway, just reminded me of that because it was a dolphin game, a marine game. Yeah. Why does this do this? That's very annoying. Sorry, guys. I won't click on things. I'll fix it for later. Yeah, you know, Sonia, dislikes don't bother me. It's interaction. And in the realm of things, or in the scheme of things, rather, YouTube counts interaction as interaction. So it doesn't bother me at all. Because, little do they know, any sort of interaction helps the channel, even if it's a dislike. But, you know, in life, you're never going to please everyone. And if you let it bother you, you're just going to cause yourself some headache going through life. So, no, that doesn't bother me at all. But thank you for subbing. Just noticed that. I appreciate that because that is the best form of support, is to sub to the channel. Keep up with what we're doing. Hanging out here is support. That is the best way to support us. I don't know how I'm liking this, guys. I'm conflicted. I am conflicted on this. Love Endless Ocean on the Wii. That was a diving game. I've not heard of that one. I have not heard of that one. Yeah, I played Echo quite a bit. My sister, to be honest, was the one that was like really into it. So she played it all the way. I think she may have beat it. But she had to cheat towards the very end and like watch some walkthroughs and stuff because it got really confusing. Really weird, really confusing. Oh, no worries, Sonia. You would think intuitively, right, dislikes are bad, but they're still interaction. Even if they were bad, I mean, it to be honest, still wouldn't bother me. I've still got you guys here. Still doing well, so it doesn't bother me at all. Keep it, you love it? Okay, if you love it. I'm going to keep going because the worst thing you can do in Planet Zoo is kind of give up on something before you're done with it. And to be honest, I do end up liking a lot of what I build because it's, you know, what you guys see. And I hate it at first. So I know I have a problem with disliking what I'm building until it's pretty much like done and completed. So I'm going to keep going, but I'm just telling you, I'm vocalizing my doubts here. Because I don't know if I love it yet. But we'll give it a chance. You love it, but you don't think it needs to go all the way around? You know, that's a good idea. What if we stopped it like here? Like that? Maybe one more. Can I, quick thing here. There. Great. I don't know if you guys were hearing it, but I was hearing Planet Zoo music and the Stream Beats music. It was kind of bothering my ear. Let me know if you guys ever noticed that. Tell me, please. Tell me how we can improve the stream. Good morning, Destiny. You love my positivity. Thanks, Fane. You just get unhappy if you're not positive. So I know it sounds corny. It sounds cheesy. People tell me all the time, you can't be that positive all the time. And I'm not, believe me. I have negative moments just like anybody else. But when you can help it, at least when I'm putting it out there to you guys, putting it out there to the world, positivity is what you want to spread, right? Not negativity. But certainly people have bad days. Bad days. Only about half an hour late. Oh, you're never late. You can never be too late to a stream. We're still here. You're hanging out. I appreciate it. And then what if we kind of... Now, this is just an idea. Bear with me. What if we take these and we kind of like stagger them as if they are going down? Like so. I guess I don't have to do that. I can do this until they meet the glass. I think. Yeah. Something like that. And then we'll kind of frame the top of the glass too, because I don't like this edge piece. I don't think we can because the water's already there and it might scream at me. Can we change it for this? Oh, we can. Oh, maybe not. Only that one. Only every other one. That's interesting. Can we do that one? We can. Can we do this one? We can. Why can't we do this one? Oh. Barriers. Why do you have to do this to me? That won't do. I don't like that. I do not like that. You have a bagel. Bagels and cream cheese are one of my favorite foods. I guess it's multiple foods. It's one of my favorite meals. I love bagels and cream cheese. Specifically cinnamon raisin bagels. Love cinnamon raisin bagels. I don't know how that looks. Maybe I would rather have it all just drop down because it's not, I don't know, they're not close enough for you to get the point, I think. So maybe just doing this looks better. What do we think of that? Sean, I think you had a pretty good idea. Otherwise it gets a little too busy, right? Now, putting things in between is going to be even more difficult. Uh-oh, the weenie dogs are wrestling. That's a sentence I don't think I would have told you I was expecting to hear when this stream started. Dachshunds are really cute, though. Very, very cute dogs. So, what do we put in the middle? Barriers are so frustrating with water, yeah. You know, and here's the thing, though, is you can make things work. You just have to figure out the order with which to do them, and how to work around some of the glitchy things or the annoying things, right? And at this point in time, I can tell you, I mean, we can be brave, right? Because I can always undo it. If I get rid of this, can I put it? Wow, I can put it back. Okay, so let's see. I was brave and I tested it, so let's go here. Let's go around to this side. All right. Because I do think this ties in real well with all the rocks and things like that, and it gives it a little bit of contrast between the fact that this is all wood and this is rock, right? Okay, moment of truth. Wow. How dare I complain before trying, because that was incredibly easy. That was super easy. So now we can get rid of these poles because they are not needed. And yeah. And you can walk over here and get a real close look at our Sealy friends. You know, Primal, the path doesn't really bother me either. I mean, don't get me wrong. It has frustrated me at times, but there are ways you just have to be patient and you have to work with it. You have to figure out exactly how to get it to do what you want. And there are limitations. There's limitations to the path. Now, I am not advocating that the path system is the best thing ever, but I don't know. I don't hate it quite as much as everybody else does. Maybe yest in the center? What's yest? Is that a misspelling? You have spaghetti and meatballs? I'm assuming it's not morning for you, Destiny. Unless you're having spaghetti and meatballs for breakfast. I mean, that is a you choice. And I support that if that's what you're having for breakfast. It just doesn't sound like a breakfast food to me. I'm thinking, actually, let's get rid of this one. Just because it doesn't have a thing there. Ooh, what if we did, I know I deleted them already, but what if we did just to here? Maybe not. Maybe this is okay. All right, I'm going to stop second guessing it. I'm going to stop questioning it. We'll leave it with that. Sorry, what did you say? Oh, maybe just in the center. Yeah. You just dropped your phone. Oh no, is it okay? I was devastated. I got myself a brand new phone and I had it for like 2 months and it fell out of my hand. My hand, not even like a pocket, not off a counter, like my hand landed flat down on concrete and shattered. So I've been using my old phone for months. I was so bummed because I buy the phones when I do get a new phone. I just buy it outright, unlocked. So that I can just, have it and I don't have to do the phone company's stupid payment plans and all that kind of fun stuff. And yeah, I dropped it. I shattered it. Bye, Sean. Thank you so much for hanging out. Always good to see ya. This will definitely be a speed build on the channel if I can ever decide what the heck I want to do. Because I've gotten this far and now I'm kind of stuck. I should get those other pieces, right? Those plank pieces. And let's see. Oops, if I spelled plank right. Yeah, so if we go back into this group and we... where did I go there? If we make them white ones, we can recolor them. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Gotta make sure my angle snapping is on so that they are nice and level. Can we also have something in the menu that stays where you last left it instead of having to keep scrolling back down? Or am I just lazy? What do you mean? Have something that stays in the menu where you left it. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. See, and this is gonna be the nightmarish thing, is that me with my ever annoying perfectionism is going to want this to like line up properly, and it might take some trying in order to make that happen. So our question, I guess, is it worth it? Start by doing the upper one here and see if we can't get it to look decent. And then we can always take this and like drag it down. Hopefully that's the idea, to make the covering on the whole thing. World's slowest speed build. Oh, it's okay, Beaverheart. I'll speed it up. I normally play my builds back at about 8 times speed, 7 times speed, depending on how long it takes me. So yeah, this stream will stay on the channel for people to watch it back, but I will put it into editing. I use Premiere Pro. See, this is a problem. Put it into editing and make sure that it is only about 30 or so minutes long. Because, yes, this would be the the slowest speed build ever, and I am not about to sit here and talk for the whole 2 hours, like on a voiceover. I'm going to sit here and talk the whole 2 hours to you guys, but I'm not about to sit here and talk for the whole 2 hours on a voiceover. I don't have that much to say. I do not have that much to say. That would be an intense voiceover. But I'll talk for about 30 minutes in a voiceover. We'll have a fun conversation. Yeah, you know what? I'm wondering if we don't do this, quote unquote, the easier way, in that if I take like a mud pillar and make it circular, like using circular rotation, excuse me, or circular symmetry, whatever you want to call it, because I feel like that's not looking bad. Oh, we've come this far. Let's just keep going with it, right? Let's keep going with it and see what happens. See what happens. Excuse me. We're just gonna have to be meticulous about it. My laptop is being repaired, so I have to vicariously play Planet Zoo through creators on YouTube. Well, I'm glad you're here, Max. Hope your laptop is prepared. I hope your laptop is repaired very soon. Oh, we only have like 4 more to go, and I already want to give up. This is how quickly my patience runs out for doing stuff like this. When it's not like symmetrical and easy and whatnot. That's why some of these creators that take the time to make these like uber realistic builds and things like that, it's like, that's why it takes them, you know, weeks to build one thing, is because it's incredibly detailed and it takes so long. I don't have the patience for that. My mind would get bored of what I was doing very, very quickly. But I love watching what they create because it's always amazing. Is that one quite level? That's all right. Oh, thank you, Heather, for putting that link there. Join our Discord. It's a fun place to hang out. It's been fairly quiet recently, but that's okay. We've got a bunch of different channels to talk about some games other than Planet Zoo too, like Prehistoric Kingdom. There's one for The Sims, because that's another one I like playing. And then I think we have just a general like other game one. So if you have another game you want to chat about or share screenshots from or ask questions about, you are welcome to do so. Let's bring this out on either side. And maybe let's make them a different color so that it doesn't look so, so out of place. Like it blends in a little bit more. We'll make this its own little group here so that I can do that and recolor to this. I guess that looks all right, right? And then here's the moment of truth. If we take this and we bring it down, are we going to be able to easily, we might have to adjust some things, but if we bring it down like so, are we going to be able to bring it all the way down? Because we might have to extend it out a little bit more, but we'll see. Bye, Emma. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, Estam probably will stream today. Drew doesn't stream on Sundays. And those are the only creators that I really know that could potentially stream on Sunday. Yeah, streaming Sundays is kind of a quiet day for streamers. At least on YouTube and from what I watch. Thanks, Heather. I think it looks okay. I'm not ready to give up on it so much anymore. Hey, MS Queen. I don't think I saw you come in. Good morning. Afternoon. Nighttime. Whatever it is for you. I forget where you are in the world. But whatever time of day it is for you, I hope you're having a good one. can tell my boyfriend's going in and out of the house because that's what the rattling was earlier. My office door is rattling because he's opening and closing the front door, and the changing in pressure in the house is what's making the door rattle. He was instructed to be quiet this morning. He's doing a fairly good job. I can't really hear what he's doing. Now that is Koa itching his ear. Hey, bud. Koa, you're fine. He's itching his ear and leaning up against the door. So that's what that was. My other two are downstairs because they can't be trusted to be still and quiet long enough. One's my 9-month-old puppy, so that's to be expected. The other one is almost 3, but he just is, I mean, a ball of energy. Ball of energy. See, this is gonna irritate me. So what we may do is we may keep this as just the detail at the very beginning of this, because I am not going to go through and fix every single one because that would take forever. Struggle. I don't know what to do with it. Should we take a break and move on to something else? We should leave that. You can't hear Mr. Simply? Yeah. I don't know where he is. He's downstairs doing something. Don't know where he is. I love the structure you're building. Thank you. I like it too. I like it too, but I'm a little worried. So here's my thought is what if we take... Hey, Koa. Leave your ear alone, please. I don't know what he's got going on. Normally he doesn't itch his ear that bad. He must have something in it or something that's bothering him. If we go here and if we just watch, I'm going to do this in like 5 minutes and then wonder why I even bothered messing with it the first way. But we'll see. We'll see. Hang tight. Give me a minute. That's the wrong one. Here we go. Let's do, I need to decide like how far out this should be. So if we take this and we do this kind of thing, excuse me. We want it to be in just a little bit more than that. Right? And then if we take this back this way, like so. Oh, I know what Mr. Simply's doing. I can hear him in his own little office craft room. He makes cornhole bags and plays cornhole for his hobby. Whereas, you know, I make YouTube and do that for my hobby. And he's sewing. I can hear the sewing machine. You guys probably can't, but I can. Because if we then duplicate this. Oh, are we not? What? This. Yeah, there we go. Duplicate that. And put that there. Yeah, because then we can make this. Then we can make it more symmetrical. Okay, so let's just give this a try. We'll see. It's all about experimentation today. This way and down. Let's go up like so. And bring it just to the side and this way. And this way again. What's my favorite animal in the game? My favorite animal in the game and in real life is the lion. Lions have always been my favorite animal. And I haven't built for them yet because I'm afraid to make a bad habitat for them. So I haven't built for them yet because I'm waiting. I'm waiting to build the perfect thing. So now if we do this and we switch it around, let's see. Gotta shoot off. Thanks for stopping by, Beaverheart. I really appreciate it. Always nice to see new faces here. Hope you have a good rest of your day, whatever you're doing. And we'll be back in 2 weeks streaming from now. Although, I will say, and nobody hold me to this, I've been seriously considering recently upping the stream schedule to every week, every Sunday, because now that we've been playing, now that we've been playing Sims more, I want to potentially start streaming that. And then of course, when Prehistoric Kingdom comes out, I want to have some time for that as well. So thinking that the every other Sunday schedule may have to quickly increase. Yeah, it may have to quickly increase. Okay, so then if we take these ones, because these are the odd ones out, right? And then we take this. Is this going to... Whoa. Stop freaking out. Okay. I think we can make that work. Okay. I think we can make that work. So let's go back to this part. Nope. Let's go back to this part here. And let's add the decorative pieces. See, I should have just done it this way in the first place. I should never mess with building things separate from the grid at first. Because then I just make my life a whole lot harder. Gosh, I think I'd learn. Only been playing the game for, you know, a year and a half, however long it's been out. Cornhole is a lawn beanbag toss. Yeah, exactly. So there is, there's a board with a hole in it, and then you have a beanbag, and the whole goal is to get the beanbag in the hole. I know it sounds thrilling. It's actually a lot of fun, and it's a lot harder than you might think it is. But yeah, he plays all the time and has a good time doing it, and makes and sells bags and boards and things like that. So yeah, he's been doing that for 4 or 5 years now. Yeah, he actually just did a tournament this weekend that was Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So today is his first day not at the tournament. Hi, Koa. Did you get up and come say hi to me? Hello. I need both my hands though, Bubba's. He does this very cute thing where when he wants pets, he comes over and he like shoves his nose under my arm and throws it over his head. Which, like I said, is extremely cute, but I kind of need my hands for this, buddy. Let's see if we add just an extra one up top and down below just for something different. Now, I have no idea how far we're going to have to push these. We need some Sims builds from me. I can do that. I actually started working on something yesterday because of the new kits and things that came out. Estan, I saw, posted a picture too of that new country kitchen kit, which is great. I think the look of that one is phenomenal. So there should be, if all goes according to plan, a new Sims video tomorrow morning. But yeah, thinking about streaming it because I think it would be fun to stream, fun to hang out and play some Sims. So let's see. Let's do this. And will this make it? No, we may have to, let's see. We may have to do these in 2 separate. So let's do this. And let's actually see if we can't undo all of that. And then what we can do is we can duplicate this, and we'll just do them separately from each other because I forgot we're going to need to rotate the horizontal pieces so that they are kind of in the same curve. But let's delete, and then take this one and split it. But then let's take this. That way our mud pillar is still where we need it. Let's go ahead and duplicate these all around. I'll show you guys how to kind of get around this. So we're going to do that. Now we're going to go back into our mud pillar here. And actually, first of all, let's go ahead and take this take the plank. We're going to need to do this by hand here and here. Bring this down. If we get this one lined up, then we won't have to worry about... Actually, I should duplicate it off of this one so it's level. That's what I should do. There we go. Rotate it so it's standing up because I want the long ways. And now we can... Sorry guys, concentrating real quick because I want to make sure this gets lined up, because if we line this one up properly, then the whole rest of our job is going to be fairly easy. Let's see. Get this here. Are we talking about some Sims build challenges? Those are always fun. I was actually looking at one that is like the single color challenge, where you try to build a house using one color. And I think that one could be a lot of fun. It's not necessarily like a group collab build, but just like a challenge in itself. And I was thinking about that one. There's also the one I think Delay Designer did where it's each room is a different price. So you have a certain budget for each room in the house and you have to like spin randomly for it. I thought that one could be a lot of fun. There's a lot of gameplay challenges too with The Sims. I just haven't gotten into any of them yet because, excuse me, I like building far more than I like playing. I mean, I like playing too, but I like building far more. Goodness, excuse me. So then if we take these, whoops, not all those, this, go down into here, because then we can kind of take, oops, not that. I want all these again, please. Thank you. Split from the group. We'll edit these. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere. Eventually, we might have a structure by the end of the stream. Eventually, we might have a structure. You haven't played cornhole in a hot minute? It's fun, but you really suck sometimes. Yeah, I'm not the best at it. Yeah, Sims 4 is very expensive. That's a very, very common argument that I hear. Because it is. I recently picked up a few packs. They have, you know, those flash sales and stuff. I bought them on Origin. But I still don't own every pack. So it can be frustrating because they are so expensive. I will say, you know, with all the DLCs added up, it's a lot. And it's unfortunate that it is so much, because that means that a lot of players can't get all of the DLC, all of the packs and things like that. And these new kits obviously are paid as well, $5. But the build I'm working on for tomorrow actually is a base game plus the Country Kitchen pack. And the idea being that if you can only purchase the base game and one kit, then this is a build that you'll be able to download and play with. And I kind of want to incorporate a lot more of those on the channel as far as videos go, is base game plus one pack or something like that, because I recognize that a lot of people can't buy everything, and when I build something using everything, it limits the amount of people that are able to play with it. So, all right, let's get this one situated, and hopefully this works out. I really hope it does. Really hope it does, because that would be great. So then if we take that, is that all in one group? It is. So if we take this and we take this and we put this in a group, hopefully now when we duplicate this all around, we will get, whoops, did it line up? Yay, it lined up. We might have to fix some things here and there, but that's okay. So now, if we delete those two things, and we take this, and hopefully... Did it work? Did it work? It worked! Alright, guys. We are onto something. We are onto something that doesn't look half bad. Our purely decorative shade circle. All right, let's get rid of this now. Oh yeah, that's right. I made these separate groups. Get rid of these now. Let's see. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Sweet and kind words. I missed it. Oh, hey, Savannah. I wanted to thank you for your constant positivity and kindness. I'm so glad I tuned into your stream. What a great way to start the day. Thank you so much, Emily. That means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. If I can help you guys have a better day, put a smile on your face, that is honestly the best thing. And we mentioned it earlier. I know it sounds cliche. I know it may sound cheesy, but I don't care. I don't care. That's kind of just it. I mean, specifically, like I had one of the roughest weeks. Friday, I found out that unfortunately a coworker of mine, actually somebody that shared my office for a very long time, her husband unfortunately passed away extremely unexpectedly. Extremely unexpectedly. It was incredibly sad. And it affected me as well because I knew him, you know, I was friends with my coworker and friends with him and stuff like that. And so it was a really hard day on, you know, Friday and specifically kind of yesterday. We weren't super close, but it was mostly just the fact of, you know, when something like that happens, it reminds you like, oh my gosh, what if it was my boyfriend? What if it was my mom? What if it was, you know, so all those thoughts kind of flash through your head. And so I was having kind of like one of those days where I was just sad because I was like, what if it was my family? And that's, I mean, nobody likes to think about that stuff, right? Because it's not fun. It's not fun to think about that stuff. And for me specifically, if I can put somebody on stream or watch a video or whatever that's happy and upbeat and, you know, loving life, helps me feel a little bit better. So that's really kind of all I want to do. All I want to do when I'm on here is spread that positivity and things like that. So you put a smile on my face. Can't wait until you're streaming every Sunday. I know, Heather. I'm so afraid to say that I'll do it and then not be able to do it. So like I said, I'm seriously thinking about it, and I'm kind of treating my weeks as like, okay, what if I was streaming today? Would I be able to do it? Would it work out, you know? And if I find week after week, it's like, yeah, I could stream today. Yeah, I could stream today. Then I might go ahead and do it because I think it would be fun. All right, I know we changed these barriers, but now that we moved where the pillars are, I don't necessarily want them there anymore. And I'm wondering, should I get really brave? No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't get really brave. Let's see. I was going to say, should I get really brave and change the delete the barrier and move it? But I'm actually thinking if we can kind of line this up a little bit better. Or, no. Yeah, okay, yes. What if we do something like that? Yes. I think this will work. Okay, let's put the water back before we mess things up too much and we can't ever get it back. I should stop taking out the water. Don't let me take out the water again. It's very scary. Very scary because I don't want to have to go backwards and, you know, figure all that out. But yeah, there we go. Now we have something. So see how much better that looks? See how much better? Oh, no worries, Heather. You know, like I said, you be positive when you can be positive, but you'll have bad days. You'll have bad days, but just know that, you know, hopefully the bad days are few and far between and far lesser than your good days. That's all we can hope for in life, right? All right. I think that looks much better. Much better, much better, much better. Okay. So what I do want to do, though, is add some detail into the bottom here, like those concrete pillars. So it looks like it's, secured into the ground and not just a piece of wood sitting on the ground. These ones... Or maybe it's the plaster ones that are recolorable, I think. Yeah, these ones, so that we can maybe put, one of these on each of them so that they can look like they actually have something to stand in. And we'll bring these up basically all the way so that we know how far we can do all of them and that they're even. Hi, Evie. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. How are you doing today? Hope you've had a good couple weeks since we didn't stream last week. We streamed the week before. Good evening. Oh, just Goran. Hello. It's morning for me. It is 9:10 for me. Wow, that first hour flew by, you guys. If you would have asked me, I would have said it would be like 8:30 or something like that. It's 9:10. Goodness. Goodness. I was super productive yesterday so that I can be incredibly non-productive today. I did those boring adult things, like I went and got the oil changed in my car because I couldn't be bothered to do it myself. Got the oil change in my car. It ran a bunch of errands, just like random things. I went to Target. I had to go to PetSmart because my cats were out of food, and you have to feed them. It's kind of the point of having a pet. So I ran around. I did all my errands. Got the oil changed in my car, things like that. And now I don't have to do anything today other than, fun gaming YouTube stuff. It's great. I should be that productive every Saturday, but I'm not. Be nice if I was, but I'm not. All right, let's see. Now, why? No, I want this. Because if we had wood pillars in here, that would rot. So we want concrete, plaster, whatever it is. And I kind of like the idea of it's not like big open viewing areas. It's little ones behind these, what are they called? Concrete, I guess? Blocks? Yeah. Put this in so that we get everything is even. Hi, Alex. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. You guys are always great. I was incredibly nervous to stream at first just because it's the same reason I was nervous to make YouTube in the first place. It's like nobody's going to want to watch me, but you guys are fantastic. You guys have made this so much fun. So much fun that's why we were talking about doing it every Sunday instead of every other Sunday. So you guys are great. But yeah, when I was getting my oil change yesterday, they also changed like my cabin filter and stuff. And, in having 3 dogs that are almost always in my car, I was so embarrassed when the guy took it out of my car and he was like, he looked at it and he's like, do you possibly want to buy a new air filter? It was disgusting. It had so much dog hair and dust and stuff in it. And I was like, I felt the need to explain myself, like, yeah, a new filter's great. I just replaced it like a year ago, but I have I've never replaced that thing. I've had my car for 4 years. But I felt the need to fib so that he didn't think that I was gross or that my car was that dirty. Even though I know what it's from my dogs. My dogs shed a ton. Sunday. Hello, how are you? It's 12:11 for you. 12:11 in the afternoon. So you're somewhere in the States. Let's see if it's 9, 10, 11, 12, East Coast. Somewhere on the East Coast, right? You know about that dog hair? Yeah. When I have I've said it. I have 3 dogs, but 2 of them are husky mixes. So they've got the double coat and they shed like madmen. Mad. They shed all the time. And so yeah, so my cabin air filter was pretty messy and dirty. So I just replaced it or had them replace it rather. Because it was a little gross. Let's see. Let's put this one here like that. And was there one on the other side? There was. All right, guys. I can say now I don't hate it. I don't hate it. See, sometimes you just need to stick with it, right? And then I think I'll hate it even less if we take like some of these trees and start to put, you know, greenery around. Like, instant. The tree makes it instantly better. In fact, I actually like that tree there. Move it a little bit in from the concrete so it's not quite so intrusive. We don't want it to look like it would be like cracking the concrete as it grows, even though it probably would with its roots. Your right arm literally hurts from building, so you thought you'd watch for a while. That's some intense building. That's some intense building. What were you building? Dang, just joined and it's looking great. Too bad I missed the beginning of the build. No worries. Happy to have you here. No worries. Happy to have you here. Happy to have anybody here. This will be, like I mentioned before, that's too big of a tree. It will be put on the channel as a speed build. So if you did miss the first part of it, you will be able to catch it again. I promise. It will be up shortly. My goal is to get a couple speed builds uploaded this week because I haven't done some in a while. There's just been so much to cover, so much other stuff to do. So a couple speed builds. I want this one done, and I want the African wild dogs, Hakea, to be done. And then I thought once we finish this in River Rock Zoo, I want to jump back over into Hakea Wildlife Park and do saltwater crocodiles. Because that's like our desert zoo. And so I want to add the saltwater crocodiles and of course the cassowaries. I know they're not a desert animal, but that was like the Australian DLC pack, zoo that was inspired by that pack. And, we haven't added the cassowaries yet. Your own seal habitat, 30 hours straight, 30 hours. That's insane. When do you sleep? How do you not sleep? If I don't sleep properly, I get incredibly fussy. If we're being very honest on our personalities here, I get extremely fussy. I get really, really, what's the word? Cranky, and hangry too. I'm a bad person for getting hangry. I need food and I need sleep. So how you did that, impressive. But you said you put pictures in the Discord. I'll have to take a look after this because I would love to see. Our tree would not be growing out of rock, would it? That doesn't make any sense. So we'll give it some dirt here. We'll make this a planter. A little bit of rock around the rock. You're an insomniac and it's been awful late. Awful of late. That's a bummer. But at least you have something to build and something to do. They never sleep, yeah. I have insomnia here and there, but I don't do anything with it. I just like lay in bed frustrated that I can't fall asleep. So I don't think I truly have insomnia. I suffer from, well, okay, suffer's the wrong word. I struggle with trying to turn my brain off on some days. Some days I just can't turn it off. Okay, should we have some sort of secondary fence here so, you know, little children can't come up and pound on the glass? Let's see. Let's align this to there and then take it and bring it this way and down and out like so. I think that's gonna look okay. Excuse me. I thinking is that we can hopefully get this to look nice around the whole way, or maybe not. We might have to bring this out more because these are such little little openings. But yeah, we're gonna bring it out more. So now that we have two, let's make it a group. Ooh, I ordered something exciting today that should be here. I ordered myself a dual monitor mount for my desk so that I can get the my monitors up off of the desk. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic. That might have sounded weird for you guys. I went to itch my nose and I hit my mic. Yeah, I ordered a dual monitor mount, so I'm excited. It should be delivered at some point today, and then my boyfriend will be installing it. I told him yesterday because I ordered it. I actually just got a quick, easy one off of Amazon. And so I told him, I was like, hey, I ordered something today. It'll be here tomorrow. It's going to be on your honey-do list. So just FYI, you know, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, but that's part of it. Oh, he's such a wonderful person because he'll do it too. He's incredibly helpful. Yeah, I think that looks great. And then those, you know, little kids with their grimy little fingers can't go up there and pound on it. Even though I don't think it would make much of a difference with such thick glass like that. But still. Adds a little bit more detail to it. So yeah, so I'm excited to get that like set up so that my monitors are up off my desk and I have a little bit more space. And so that'll be what I'm doing a little bit later this afternoon because I'll probably stop streaming, I'll go eat, and then I gotta put together the video for tomorrow. I gotta get together my zoo vlog. I'm so bad. I went to the San Diego Zoo, and this was like 3 weeks ago now, I feel like, and I filmed it. I filmed the animals, I filmed walking around, and I need to put that together for you guys because I know a lot of people love seeing like the real life zoo stuff, and so I gotta do that. And of course I gotta relax. I might actually play some Red Dead Redemption 2 later because that's kind of my game. It sounds weird saying like Red Dead 2 is my my relaxing game because it's quite a violent game if you want it to be. But it's the game that I recently have been playing not for content creation. So it's kind of like, you know, hang out. I play on console, so I hang out on the couch downstairs and play on my Xbox. Do that, and then that's kind of my afternoon for this Sunday because it's kind of gloomy out. Oh, I actually forgot. I have to work. Good thing I didn't forget. One of our animals is sick, and I just need to call and coordinate picking up the medication and whatnot. So it's not going to take me too terribly long, but I have to do that for like actual real work. I might have to go down and pick it up and bring it to work. But then after that, I will then do all the things that I mentioned. You guys, this is looking like an actual zoo. At least in my mind it is. I hope it's looking like an actual zoo for you guys. Oh, that's right. The zoo vlog. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Silver Fox. It's something I've been wanting for a while. So I kind of upgrade my setup steadily, because I feel my boyfriend would frown upon excessively spending the money to just do it all at once. I'm trying to be a responsible adult. So yeah, dual monitor mounts, and then the next thing will be, ooh, should I tell you guys what the next thing will be? Because I already have plans. But I don't know if I want to tell you just in case it doesn't happen. Yeah, I like Red Dead Redemption 2. I like finding all the horses. If Bold's still here, I'm sure that's what she would like too. I like finding all the horses. I found a flea-bitten Appaloosa, a white one, and really, really pretty. I like my horse. really curious about the San Diego Zoo. Yeah, it's a wonderful zoo. I mean, I feel weird saying like, yeah, it's the best zoo in the world because it's my home zoo, right? So like, you know, I kind of feel that way regardless, but it's a wonderful zoo. Really, really like, I want to say like like state of the art kind of, you know, because they get a lot of money, so they got a lot of funding. Sure, why not tell us? Well, if you must know, I've been thinking about the next steps for the channel in that eventually I ought to show you guys what my face looks like. Huh. So, that being said, webcam setup is the next thing that I'm looking at. And in fact, I actually, because photography is another, oh, cool LED lights. Silver Fox, that is a great guess because I definitely need more of those, but I already have LED light strips behind both my monitors. They're on right now. They're kind of like the turquoisey color that's in my logo because that's one of my favorite colors. But anyway, no, yeah, a webcam, yeah, face cam. So I'm thinking maybe at 10,000 subscribers. I know it's kind of far away. It's a couple months from how the channel is trending right now. Actually, a few months. I shouldn't say a couple months. It's probably 4 or 5 months away. But that'll give me time to set everything up and get it working and whatnot, and to kind of warm up to the idea of showing my face to you guys. But photography is another hobby of mine. So I already have, again, very, very fortunate. I got it years ago. I have a DSLR that I can hook up as my cam and get the room set up and things like that. So that, I think, is the next step. Next step in the evolution that is the Simply Savannah channel. Ooh. So what do you guys think about that? You ready to see my face talking at ya? Look at me, so fancy. Yeah. No, like I said, it's not something that I would like sit down and think, you know, okay, I want a webcam. Let's go buy a DSLR. It's literally only because I already have one. I already have one that I use for photography. And so it's there. So I figured, you know, I might as well use it. So I do not think, you know, brand new streamers should go out and buy a DSLR just to use for that, because there's a lot more you could spend your money on that would be a lot more beneficial to your channel. Audio first and foremost. If you don't have a good mic, that's the first thing I would invest in, or at least some software to edit your audio, because that's a huge part of content. But like I said, I have it, so I may as well use it. How about a lovely holiday Christmas present for your channel? Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. My pangolins have so much space and toys. That's awesome, Addison. I don't think I saw you come in. Good morning. How are you? I love the pangolins. I've built for them a couple times. Okay, guys. This monstrosity. What was I thinking? Let's see. Let's make it easy on ourselves. Let's pick a flat roof that we like as the floor, because the flat roofs are a certain size, and we can kind of, this is the one I was using, right? Yeah. So we probably should just continue that. So I'm thinking, it should be this way. I have a good mic, but quite a bit of background noise. Not sure what I can do about that. So make sure, just Goran, I don't know what mic you have, but there's different settings where the mic will pick up noise from either just in front of it, from both sides of it, from all around. Make sure that you are on the setting where it's just going, oh, you know what, guys? This isn't going to work. I can't tilt this piece. We need an off-grid piece. Duh. Savannah, what are you thinking? we need an off-the-grid piece. let's maybe look at the, what's it called? Aquatic panels, because they might match the, ground the best. This pathing, whatever it's called. But anyway, yeah, make sure that it's on the right setting. And then I don't know what you're using for editing, but there are different, that's not what I wanted to do. There are different settings as, like in Premiere Pro, there's one called denoise. And it's just an effect that you can add, and it helps break down that background noise. Now, it does sometimes kind of alter your voice, so you just have to play with it and figure out what sounds best for you. But there are, depending on how bad the background noise is, you can work around that. You can also invest in, I don't know where you are recording, like what room, but if you have like parallel blank walls, the noise is going to bounce around and is going to add to that background noise. And the easiest way, in my opinion, is honestly just to furnish that room. So if it's a room with like just a desk and all your recording stuff, put a couch or a chair with some pillows or something like that to pick up that background noise, or bounce the noise different, or absorb the noise rather, so it's not like bouncing around. But then you can also, that's kind of the point of like foam on the wall and stuff like that. I hope that helps. I don't claim to be an expert. I am by no means audio streaming expert at all, but I have put a lot of time into figuring out how to make my audio as good as I can, at least. You know, like I said, I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be, but I spend a lot of time watching and listening to like tutorial videos and things like that on how to make it better. But yeah, so those are just some of my recommendations. Yeah, Silver Fox has a podcast, so he would be a good resource to ask too about all of this, about specifics and things like that. Or I know like Paulsley's channel has a techie talk kind of channel where you can ask about different tech and stuff like that. All right, is this gonna look okay, guys? You can use acoustic foam, but the cheapest solution I am aware of for wall treatment is eggshell cartons. Yeah, and you can order eggshell cartons like on Amazon. They're super inexpensive. But yeah, or just like I'm right now, I record in it's my office, but it's also our guest room. So next to me, against the wall is a bed for our guests to stay in, and it's a bed. It's got pillows and stuff all over it. So that helps to make the room sound a little bit less echoey than it might otherwise. Yeah. Is that looking okay? Hopefully it's looking okay. It won't be purple. We'll change the color. Bye, DJ Pack 3. Thank you so much for hanging out and stopping by. Always glad to have you here. I hope you have a good rest of your day, whatever it is that you are doing. Let's bring this out here. And then bring these up. We could just make a square platform. It doesn't have to be round. And I'm okay because River Rock Zoo's not really a zoo that I play the guests a lot. I kind of keep it on pause and just kind of build. So I'm kind of okay if this is a little higher than the path. So like when the guests walk on it, obviously their ankles are going to kind of clip through this walkway a little bit, but I am okay with that because it's the easy solution. And then this will be much easier to what's it called, to like put railing on and such. Although, you know what, let's look at the pathing real quick. Let's see if there's a path. Oops. Let's see if there's a path that has a cool railing. Let's put railing on elevated. That one's not bad, actually. That's what I thought. I thought this one had kind of a cool railing. And then what we could do is we could actually kind of just surround this with rocks so that it's, it looks like you're kind of hiking up the cliff. I wanted, and the reason why it's so weird shaped is I didn't want any stairs, and I didn't want like the 45-degree angle that the slopes normally go up. I wanted it to be semi-gradual. But yeah, if we do that, and then we take some more of these rocks here, let's see, and kind of just surround it as if these rocks are what is holding it up. Let's see how this will look. Take maybe a little bit of patience and time. Oops. Give me that. And then we can go kind of up and around like that. Like this. Can you guys still hear the music? Just want to make sure it's still playing for you guys. Something like that looks okay, I guess. Of course, it'll take some time, but that way when you're walking up, let's see, can we change this color? There we go. Something like that. I mean, that might make our lives just a whole lot easier. Yeah, it's more rock time, Heather. Can never have too many rocks. You might have to go soon. Who's counting the onions? I think that's such a cool name. Why would you be counting onions? Just out of curiosity, where does that come from? Does it have something to do with anything, I guess? But that's okay. You've hung out for most of the stream, and like I said, always happy to have you guys here, even if it's just for a couple minutes, even if it's just to pop in and say hi. Let's go ahead and see. This one's going to be a little bit tricky because it curves and it goes up. Hi Savannah, my account name is different on here, but you gave me advice on my content creation project for school I'm finishing up this week. Have fun, having fun watching the stream while you work. Hey Gabby, I hope that the project's going okay. I hope that you've gotten everything kind of figured out and put together. And I haven't heard any other questions, so I'm hoping that it's going well. Yeah, this last part's going to be a problem. It's going to be the problem child, so maybe without railing. Nope, that's not, nope. Clicking all the wrong buttons. There we go. Maybe we do that and just have rocks on either side leading up to there. And then maybe can we take these and just sink it way down so that it looks like it starts like so? Or is that really... I guess that's okay for now. We might be able to refine that a little bit. Make it not so steep. Let's see. I kind of want to change the song, guys, but it's going to freak out and close Planet Zoo on you, so I'm going to have to leave it. If we do... we do something like this. Get this situated how I want it to be. We can make it look nice, even though, like I said, the guests are going to clip through this, but that's okay. If we take this and kind of rotate it this way and bring it over here. Are we going to be, no, we're not going to be able to do something like that. I'm not quite sure what I'm thinking. Okay. This is the problem with not straight paths. Is that they don't like to cooperate. We'll leave it like this. And we'll just have it as the start of our little bridge. And we just won't come look at this corner. Yeah, at least it's not a copyright song like that one time. Yeah, I did get a copyright strike for that. They fixed it right away. I was able to just take it. It was 12 seconds. And I was able to just take that little section out of the stream. But yeah, 12 seconds. 12 seconds of a non-royalty-free music and copyright strike right away. I mean, I get it. Those people got to make their money too, right? But goodness, it was an accident. But we fixed it. We fixed it. That was the product of me listening to my own music because I don't listen to non-copyright music on my free time. I listen to copyrighted music on my free time. And yeah, I hadn't switched it over before we started stream. And then bam, angry YouTube. Yeah, that looks okay. Oh. Who's cutting the onions? There's goggles for cutting onions? Huh. I've seen you in Estan Wolf's live chat. Yeah. So Estan is a friend of mine and love hanging out with him on his chats. He is also a Planet Zoo creator, but also lots of other games as well. So he had me on his chat because I built something for his Planet Zoo project, Suyana. So we kind of chatted about it. That was a little while ago. But if that's how you found the channel, welcome. Thanks for hanging out and stopping by. Always love when new people find the channel, because that means growth, right? And that's very exciting for any channel. Are we gonna get this to not clip so bad? There. That is gonna be just about as good as we can get it. Let's move it over a little bit so these lines line up and don't bother me quite so much. I hate copyright stuff. Literally 2 seconds this video. Yeah. I mean, but I almost said Google. YouTube was able to fix it very easily in the sense of, you know, they just had me delete that 15 seconds of audio. And then it was all set. It was all fixed. And it's not too bad. For a 2-hour stream to lose 12 seconds of a video, not too bad. Not too bad. But, you know, guess people got to make their money, right? And that's how we make a living. Gotta go walk the dogs. Bye, Eden. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your walk. I gotta walk my doggos later. They've been kind of cooped up. It's actually fairly gloomy here today. It looks like it might rain. And for San Diego, it's a very, very weird weather because it doesn't normally rain here all that often. But yeah, looking outside, it's like completely gray and cloudy. But I actually like when it's this way. I'm a weirdo, and I like when it's gray and cloudy because it's weather for us. Normally it's just, you know, we're all sunshine and rainbows over here. So when it's actually weather and rain and cold and stuff like that, I actually quite enjoy it. I don't enjoy it if I have to go out and do things, but I do enjoy it if I get to be at home and there's weather. So like if it's raining and stuff and I have to go to work, not a huge fan of that because I work a lot outside, which means if it's raining here, I'm gonna get wet. But if I get to stay at home, it's not so bad because then I'm in home and I get to just enjoy it. I don't know what the temperature is. I didn't check for today, but... All right, that's looking all right. It's looking all right. You're extremely late. Yeah, we only have 14 minutes left, but thanks for stopping by anyway. Always glad when you guys join, even for just a short amount of time. Even for just a short amount of time. Let's take a break and place some rocks. I'm kind of losing my, what's it called? Motivation. Losing my motivation with the panels, planks, whatever they're called. Kind of surround this with some rocks so that it doesn't look all out of place. And in fact, let's go ahead and separate these from the group. We should work in all in one group. I'm so bad at that. So bad. Look, we had like 3 different groups there. Let's separate. Let's make our own group. Our own stair rock group. Not with this. Just the rocks. Thank you. Now. Now we can use these rocks. And we'll kind of go through and we'll recolor some of them as we go so that they don't look so samey. I think Drew mentioned this in a live stream recently, but one of the easiest things you can do to add the detail and the difference and whatnot is by slightly changing the color of some of your rocks. In fact, actually, what if we have one of these rocks stick through the railing like so? I think that looks nice. So that they're just slightly different from each other, so they don't look all the same, all like one surface, and then using obviously different rocks to add different texture and things like that. But yeah, adding this so that when you're going up, we can cover this railing too just a little bit. Just like so, just a little bit, so it gives it some interest. So it's not all the same. Just like so. You have to go, your BFF is here. Well, have fun with your best friend. Why don't I stream on Twitch? Just to keep everything on the same platform. Just to keep everything on the same platform. YouTube is where I create and post my content, so this is where I stream. I just didn't want to split my audience. You know, my audience is here. My audience is here on YouTube, and it's where I wanted to stay, really. There's not really a better answer than that. I watch a couple creators on Twitch, so I am familiar with the platform and do watch people stream over there. But for me personally, YouTube is where I wanted to keep things. Yeah. There's some bird making a lot of noise in a bush. Yeah, birds are fairly noisy. I have one of those too. He's a little terror sometimes. I have a cockatiel. His name is Tortellini. Tortellini. He's not Italian. I'm not Italian, but his name is Tortellini anyway. I don't necessarily like that rock there. Nope. I don't like it. I thought I would, but I do not. Let's see. This one might be kind of tricky because it's right in the middle here. We may... How's that? If we kind of do this kind of thing, I think maybe cover this all up. There we go. Perfect. Crazy Gamer M, hello, welcome in. I don't think I've seen you around before. Have you been to a stream? Either way, thank you for stopping by. It could be worse. I'm awful at linking groups between habitats. The worst was when I deleted some rocks and didn't realize I completely deleted another habitat. I have done that. I have actually most recently with this build. I built these, but I had like a first attempt. So I took the first attempt and I placed it over here. And then I went back and I was building and I kind of did like a zoom out like, wow, we should look at what we've done. And I was like, oh yeah, I put that over there. I clicked on it, deleted it, and then I came back and was like, whoa, where did it all go? Fortunately, I noticed right away, so I hit, Control Z and it all came back. But yeah, I've done that before. And actually, speaking of that, what the heck is this? This looks like from when I was working on the entrance. Is there anything else? It's 38 pieces. Is there anything else in the entrance that's highlighted? No, so we can probably get rid of this. But yeah, see, I do that too. I put random things off into the distance. Thank you, Silver Fox, for reminding people to like the stream. It really does help. If you guys don't mind putting the extra effort in to hit that like button, it really does help, because some people do watch this stream after it is over. They watch it back because it'll be posted on the channel, and it certainly helps. Certainly helps with all the fun YouTube-y stuff. And I greatly appreciate it. So if you guys do, that is wonderful. I always try to leave a like, or at least a like, if not a comment on things that I watch, because you know, content creators put a lot of work into their content. And if you're watching for any length of time, you know, if you watch it and go, oh wow, this is, you know, terrible. If you don't want to leave a like, you don't have to. But if you watch it for any length of time, it's always nice to show them that you appreciated their hard work, given a like. Because for many YouTubers, it is just a hobby, and it's you know, what is those, labor of love is the term, I think. You know, just a hobby, just a passion. Time for you to have dinner, Fame. That's funny, because I haven't even had breakfast yet, so it's funny for me to hear that. But enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much for stopping by. Glad you guys stop by and say hi. I love seeing familiar faces. As this is our 4th stream, I'm starting to kind of, you know, get to know everyone, and people are here from the Discord and from comments and stuff, so love it. Titan Pro, you're a little bit late. We have 9 minutes left in the stream. But I love that you stopped by anyway. Thank you so much. Right, it only takes a second, and it's good to show support. Absolutely. Absolutely. But of course, if you don't like it, then don't. You know, that's kind of what it is. Kind of what it is. So let's see. I hate things unless they have trees around them. So let's, with our last 9 minutes, maybe put a little bit more green. I want a tree like here, but I can't grow in rock. So let's see. What if we like take this back just a little bit and make like a little opening, and then we can bring these down so that it meets the ground. But that way we can add some sort of something to break this up, because this little rock wall is fairly samey. Now let's pick a tree. Get out. Pick a tree. Let's see here. And for those of you that don't know, River Rock Zoo is like our North American style zoo, which is why we're using all these trees that you see around us. Instead of something like the seals would like. It's because of that. Yeah, we can put this one here too. I like this tree. It adds like a different colored green in contrast. In fact, I might grab this one, because this is the same tree but just a different variation of it, so that we get a little bit of difference in how it looks. But yeah, I think that looks a whole lot better adding that there. It's probably a small place for a tree to grow, but that's okay. That is all right. We'll give it some dirt, and then we'll put some fence in front of that. In fact, let's put some fence in front of it right now. Sorry, guys, I had to cough. I've had really bad asthma lately. Really bad asthma. Not really. I guess you can call it asthma. My chest has been heavy. I broke my nose in... What is happening with this fence? I broke my nose when I was in 7th grade. So when I was younger, and it was a really bad break, and it crushed my sinus cavity as well. So I've always had trouble with like my sinuses and my nose draining, and it sometimes drains like when I'm sleeping and stuff, and it congests my chest, which is kind of what I'm dealing with now. The weather's changing, so that always has something to do with it. All right. All right. Those trees are your favorite? Yeah, I love them. You're placing rocks, routine stuff. Yeah. All right, let's take a look. We got about 5 minutes left of the stream. Let's go ahead and play. Oh, I don't want to box you. I didn't mean it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, scadio. Do we need to move this over a little bit? Can you unbox? There we go. No! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Might have to move some of these rocks because they have a really large hitbox. Can we move you here? Unable to be moved. Unbox. How annoying is that? Well, I was going to say, let's take our last 5 minutes and look at the animals, but now it seems we have to rescue them. Now it seems we have to rescue them. Because their little chunky bodies are not able to navigate through this. Which is a bummer, because I liked how it looked, and they clearly look like they're big enough. Let's see. Let's scoot this back. I can scoot this even further this way, like so. Now, do you have enough room? And great. Great. Barely. But you have enough room. Come out here. I don't want to watch you over there. Come over here. Oh, okay. Come over here. Great. All I was trying to do was bring him out so that we could look at him. What a hassle. Okay. There we go. Now we can watch him. Oh, is he going to swim for us? Yeah, he's going to swim for us. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this morning. I once tripped over a soccer ball, and slammed my head into the tarmac. Ouch. That sounds incredibly painful. Oh, we're glitching. Wow. This is a really graceful seal. Super graceful. Can't make it through rocks. Is gonna swim through some rocks. Oh. All right. We got a magic seal. Look at him. He can just go right through those rocks. What a way to end the stream. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Fun build. Thank you, Primal. I don't feel like we got that much done, but I mean, in reality, we did spend a good amount of time trying this thing first and then fixing it, right? That's what I should have done in the first place. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll try to finish up this build off camera, release it as a speed build sometime in the next couple weeks, and then in our next stream, we'll hop back into Hakea and we'll start building for our saltwater crocodiles. Because I want to get going with those. Did I put down the underwater feeder? No, I did not. I'm a terrible planet zooer. Let's go to feeder. Seal. Let's go ahead and place you down like so. Hopefully that's ready to go. Ready to be fed? Great. Now we did. Good looking out. Because the keeper put the food over there. Awesome stream. Thank you, Jake. Glad you enjoyed it. Fun stream. Thank you. Yeah, he teleported into the rock. He did. And then now, look, now he's working out. He's doing the Superman or whatever it is. Or the banana. It's my stream. We should call it the banana, huh? We should call it the banana. I know I am terrible. Sometimes I'm good at this game. I promise. Just in time, too, because my coffee is almost done. All right, guys. Well, I will let you take a look at our... where's the camera button? There it is. Take a look at our little... whatever sun... I almost said sunbathing, but he's not in the sun. our little workout seal. Our little banana seal. And yeah, like always, I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. It's such a fun, relaxing way to start my morning, to be honest, just to chit chat with you guys, see how everything's going, building some Planet Zoo. But yeah, I'll finish this one up and get going in Hakea next time, and hopefully, I've had the same coffee for 2 hours, Sean. I actually, in fact, so I make my coffee and then I have to leave the lid off of my coffee mug for a while because it's way too hot to even drink to start out with. Oh, look, now he's sunbathing. And then, so like, I don't start drinking it until about 8:30, so like 30 minutes into the stream. Well, it was later today because I got up late, so I made it later. But yeah, and it's a fairly tall coffee. It's a lot of coffee. But yeah, same coffee for 2 hours. Yeah, thank you, Silver Fox, Heather, as always. You guys are fantabulous, and I love having you guys around. Help me keep an eye on the chat, because that is super incredibly helpful. Couldn't do it without you guys. Couldn't do it without you guys. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. You guys can look at our little Sealy friend for a little bit. Yeah, the blub little chonkers. So yeah, have a really good day, guys. Again, leave a like on the stream if you enjoyed. Do subscribe if you want to see more, because we are every other Sunday right now streaming content throughout the week, but hopefully upping it to once a week very shortly. And lots of fun stuff coming to the channel. So with that, thank you. I know I've said it 1,000 times, but I mean it, so I'm going to say it some more. Thank you. I really appreciate all the support, all the fun. I love chatting with you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!